I'm Paul Rivera back in here again, new video. We're gonna do a good amount of reads today, just so we can like have them on the page. I feel as though like I've been slacking with reads, and I do want to get better at doing reads, so that's why like I feel as though I need to do at least three a day. I be saying and then like I be working and then I just forget and then but like now like I do want to start doing at least 3 or 2 a day. Then I can actually like have a little build a little substance up with it. Then from there like we can do personal reads and stuff like that. I can like start a little community and from there. But the community will actually be on the Go Tarot Go page, because 3 pages. There's Go Tarot Go, there's Training Can, and there's I Am Paul Revere. It's all the same page, posting the same content to get more exposure. But like if I were to do a community with the whole entire tarot aspect, I would definitely put it on Go Tarot Go. So yeah, let's get it. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay guys, let's see what we have in store right now for these 3 cards. The 3 cards we have is the nine of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Right? Okay. Let's see what we have in store. Alright guys, so let's start off with the 9 of Swords, right? The 9 of Swords has to deal with anxiety. I don't know what anxiety feels like. I can only imagine what it feels like for you guys. But with that, I would just say it's important to do deep breaths and understand more and more about self. Understand that like you have to like really focus on the present rather than the future as much as you guys will. Like it's cool to prepare for the future, but you can't try to over prepare for something like that due to the fact that life is ever changing over and over again. So if you're gonna choose to allow yourself to remain in the lostness of any kind of aspect like that, just don't do it. Focus on the breath, focus on the present, focus on what you can and can't control at this moment in your life. I would say focus on more what you can control, and just realize that like with the time that you've been given, it's just always best for you to understand that I am gonna do my best, I am gonna try my hardest, and I will understand that if there is a change that's needed in my life, I will actually do the change. I will not allow myself to sit idly by as life passes me by and I don't invest and I don't create the life that I truly do want. So I hope that helped with anxiety, because like I said before, I don't know what that feels like to be in that type of formation, because my whole life has been a constant change as everybody else. I just chose to not stay down when anything ever came towards me that felt like adversity. I accepted it and I moved forward from it and I moved towards it. And I understand that it's just best to learn to pivot in this life rather than to just remain lost and remain stagnant, because when you're down and out, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like you're choosing to stay down and out. So yeah. The next card is Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has to deal with Ace of Swords has to deal with a fresh start, right? And more clarity. So with these breath activities, it will help you come more back to self. It will have you come back to more of the focus that you have been relying upon. The longer you choose to allow yourself to not find this clarity within self, the harder it will be for you to get through life. Like for me, I'm just very thankful that I found yoga. I'm just very thankful that I understood more about working out, what works for me, all that kind of stuff like that, because waking up, I do feel much better. I don't have brain fog as everybody does. I feel like I'm a very present person. I don't think about the future to the extent where it hinders my growth of what is and is not actually going on, So I would just say with the Ace of Swords, it's just best to weigh your options. I'm not saying the dating way, fuck all that shit. It's just best to weigh your options on what is truly happening in your life rather than what you believe is happening in your life, The last card, the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Wands, it has to deal with a new beginning. So a new beginning gives you a fresh start, and the anxiety you have will be gone. That's how we're going to read the cards today. With this idea of a new beginning, right? It's just best to understand that, I would never say it's brand new, but you're not going to be pulling from the past to try to prepare for the future, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people go into these relationships or these jobs with a very tainted mind due to the fact of what happened before. So I would just say whatever happened before, understand that this is how you understood more about life, right? It's a lesson, and from learning each lesson, you're understanding now what has to be done differently in order for yourself to succeed. Yeah, like this hand motion. Life is never gonna be too hard for somebody that is in constant motion and understand what's going on, and is always trying to make the most out of life. Life only becomes too hard to people that allow themselves to remain lost, that allows themselves to not know what is and what is not happening. Like it's just always best to remain present. I can't stress that enough, because a lot of times people really do try to like prepare for the future, in which the future is not actually here yet, and it just goes more and more downhill. The faster you realize what's going on for you, the more you realize what's going on and what can happen for you. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell you guys that like life does not happen to you, it happens for you. Like examples are the greatest teacher, because it shows you what you do and do not want to be a part of. And I feel as though that is one of the most important things somebody can actually find. And it's a very genuine thing, due to the fact that, like I said before, if you're going to allow yourself to be hindered by whatever happened in the past, it's a personal choice. And that's one thing I feel as though people kind of really fail to realize, is that if life is so personal and you're taking it personal, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have 24 hours to change our life. We all have 24 hours to think differently, and the fact that within 24 hours somebody may choose to remain the same is horrible. It's a horrible thing. It's something that I feel as though shouldn't have happened, but it still is happening. The longer you choose to remain stagnant, the harder it is for you to move. So with these cards, guys, the takeaway point of these cards is just for you to understand that within this life that we're all living, you do have the opportunity to change your life. You can't always change your life. You don't always have to rely on regret and rely on like being down and out and rely on being sad and all different stuff in order for you to find heat and find homage in whatever's going on. I love you guys. What your water will grow, what you cast will last. Don't forget, tokenized real estate, Bitcoin mining, links are in the bio. Also, don't forget, Flip Your Job with Crypto is available in the store. Also, don't forget that Money, Power, Freedom is also available in the store. And like I said before, guys, you have to be the change you want to see in the world. I love y'all.